If you ask me what is the value of money for me, my answer is money can fulfill my needs, buy me some comfort, and improve my standard of living. But after reading the book The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, I have a very different answer. This video is about 5 lessons I learned from the book The Psychology of Money. The concepts and ideas of this book would help you to take basic financial decisions. This book forced me to think about money in a very different way. The value of money. Suppose you want 1 lakh per month. You are given two options. Number 1, to buy a car by taking a loan. Number 2, to save the money for future instead of paying the car loan EMI. What options you would choose? Suppose you choose the first option and buy a car. You need money to maintain and run the car. It increases your expenses including the EMI. Now, you have to be more dependent on the job as you have to pay the EMI. You don't enjoy your job, but you can't leave the job now. The job is taking all your time and you are under stress. In case you choose the second option, you save the money. One day you invest the money in acquiring a new skill, learning something of your interest, and you save the rest of the money. After 3 to 5 years, you are now more skilled and having some saved money. You can take a break from the job to start something of your own. As you have savings, you don't have to rely on a job to feed your family. You have other options as well. You consider both the cases. In one, you gain freedom to do the work of your choice. In other, you lost freedom to your employer. So author says money can give you two most important assets, freedom and control over your time. Freedom to work on what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. This is the most happiest things that can be happen to you. A boss is not controlling your life, you have freedom to choose. You can design your own timetable. You don't have to follow someone else's plans and goals. Time is yours to spend on your things. And this is priceless. This kind of freedom gives you happiness and peace of mind. So, money can give you ultimate happiness and control over your time. Money gives you more options and freedom to choose. Being wealthy versus being rich. You ask yourself a question now. You want to be wealthy or rich? When you are rich, you have expensive things like an expensive car, a big house, and people can easily see you are rich. When you are wealthy, you may not have some expensive things that people recognize you as rich, but you invest in things that make your life more valuable. Here, author says there is a difference between being wealthy and being rich. Wealth is hidden. You can't see where someone is spending money. When someone is spending in quality education, health, and better future, you can't see this. Wealth is current income you haven't spent yet. When you buy something that generates no income for you, it's just an expense. Wealth means some investments that generate income. Someone having luxury car or a big house is certainly rich you can't see, but you can't see the amount of loan or EMIs he has to pay. Being wealthy needs discipline and self-control. Spending money to show how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Not knowing the difference can lead to poor money decisions. The value of wealth lies in offering you options, flexibility, and growth to purchase more stuff one day than you can't right now. The power of compounding. Warren Buffett is one of the greatest investors of all time. More than 2,000 books are written on his investment strategy. He started investing when he was 10 years old. By the time he was 30, he has a net worth of $1 million. Most of the wealth of Warren Buffett was accumulated after his 50th birthday. Compounding of an asset gives huge results over time. Just like practicing of a habit can make you expert over time, you don't need tremendous force to create tremendous results. If something compounds, a small starting base can lead to result so extraordinary that seems unrealistic. If you give an asset sufficient time to grow, it can result tremendous amount. A year of growth will never show much progress, but 10 years can make a meaningful difference. And 50 years can create something that is absolutely extraordinary. So, when you invest, invest for a long time. Don't panic when there is a market crisis. You need patience to hold your fund in bad times. Luck and risk. I was born in a family that value education. I am lucky. Every time I invest in stock market, I take a risk. Luck and risk are two factors that control our life since the day we born. You cannot ignore both. While you live life, you must give equal importance to both the factors. You cannot be 100% sure about anything. When you keep this in your mind, you become less stressed. You should know you cannot control everything in your life. Luck and risk influence all your investment decisions as well. Sometimes you'll give your best effort, but still you fail. Before taking any investment decisions, you must consider risk and luck both equally. This happens because the world is too complex. You are in a game with billions of other people. You can never understand the behavior, motive, decision pattern of other people. It's impossible to know why people do what they do. When you know that anything can happen anytime, you become mentally ready to accept whatever comes your way. Save money. Your wealth is directly related to your saving rate. A higher saving rate means having lower expenses. What you expense is totally in your hand. Here you need to look at your expenses pattern. You spend money to fill up your needs or fill up your ego. One of the most powerful ways to increase your saving is not to raise your income, it's to raise your humility. When you define savings as a gap between your ego and your income, you realize why many people with decent income save so little. This is because they end up satisfying their ego, just want to show people that they are rich. People's ability to save is more in their control than they might think. Savings can be created by spending less. You can spend less if you desire less, and you will desire less if you care less about what others think of you. Money relies more on psychology than finance. So, the five lessons why you need money: the power of compounding, being wealthy versus being rich, save money, luck and risk. I shared from the book The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. I hope the five lessons help you give a new perspective about money. This book helped me understanding money in a new and better way.